Hey everyone, and welcome. If you've ever looked at a great product and wondered, how did they get it so right? Or if you're looking for a career that's built on excellence, well, you've landed in the perfect spot. Today, we're going to map out the entire journey for building an awesome career in quality control and assurance. So let's just dive right in.
It all boils down to this one big question, right? What does it really take to succeed in quality? And let me tell you, it's way more than just spotting defects. It's about building a certain mindset, a professional toolkit. And that's exactly what we're going to do over the next few minutes. We're going to build that toolkit together.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the basics of quality control. Then we'll break down the two main roles, officer versus engineer, so you can see where you might fit. After that, we get practical and look at the actual skills and certifications you'll need. We'll chart out your career path from day one to the corner office, and finally, we'll take a peek into the future with quality and Industry 4.0.
All right, first things first, let's lay the groundwork. Welcome to the world of quality control. And this isn't just some department tucked away in a corner. It is the absolute foundation of excellence, the backbone of any company that truly cares about what they put out into the world.
You know, a lot of people think quality is just about catching mistakes at the end of the production line. But honestly, it's so much bigger than that. Real quality is proactive. It's about designing and building systems that stop those mistakes from ever happening in the first place. And this whole idea is really brought to life in two key career paths, the quality officer and the quality engineer.
So that brings us right to our second section, officer versus engineer. Think of it like this. There are two main doors into the quality world. Both are super important, but they call for different skills and, frankly, different ways of thinking. Let's help you find your fit.
First up, let's talk about the quality officer. I love this description, the on-the-ground guardian of standards. That's exactly what they are. They are right there on the front lines, in the middle of the action. Their work is immediate, it's hands-on, you'll see them inspecting products, taking super precise measurements, and making sure every single step follows the book.
So, what's in their toolkit? Well, they are masters of inspection tools, think calipers, and they use sampling methods like AQL, which just stands for Acceptable Quality Limit. They're also really big on documentation, filling out non-conformance reports when things don't go as planned, and they use these cool problem-solving tools like the 5 Whys to dig down and find the real root of a problem. It's a job that requires an incredible eye for detail.
Now, on the other side of the coin, you have the quality engineer. If the officer is the guardian, the engineer is the architect. See, they don't just work in the system, they are the ones who design, analyze, and improve the whole system itself. Their focus is much more strategic, using data to figure out how to make the entire process better from the ground up.
And as you'd expect, their toolkit is pretty different. They live and breathe quality management systems like ISO 9000. They use something called statistical process control, or SPC, to track processes with hard data. They deploy these advanced core tools like FMEA, that's failure mode and effects analysis, to basically predict problems before they can even happen. And they use powerful problem-solving methods like 8D to get rid of issues for good. It's a very analytical, big-picture kind of role.
So here's the bottom line. Both roles, the officer and the engineer, they're chasing the exact same goal, excellence. But they get there from totally different directions. The quality officer is all about detecting issues that are happening right now. The quality engineer, they're focused on preventing those same issues from ever happening again. Detection versus prevention. Both are absolutely crucial for a great quality team.
Okay, so now you get the difference between the roles. But how do you actually prepare for one? Well, that brings us to Section 3, building your skill set. Think of these skills and certifications as the power-ups you need to collect for your career adventure.
This table here lays it out perfectly. Pretty much everyone in quality needs to start with foundational stuff, like understanding ISO 9001. Now, if you're leaning toward the engineer path, you'll want to look at things like the Certified Quality Engineer, or CQE, and getting trained on those core tools. If you're all about making things more efficient, Lean Six Sigma is totally your jam. And of course, there are specialized areas too, from data analysis to things like the halal assurance system.
Once you start grabbing those skills, you're ready to start climbing the ladder. And that takes us to Section 4, your career pathway. Let's take a look at what that climb to the top really looks like in the quality field. So, this is how it usually plays out. You'll likely start your journey as an inspector or officer, really mastering the basics like ISO 9001. As you grow into a senior role, you'll add skills like being an internal auditor. The big leap often happens when you move into a quality engineer or manager role. That's where things like a Six Sigma green belt come in. And then, at the very top, as a head of quality, you're looking at expert-level stuff like a Six Sigma black belt or becoming an ISO lead auditor. You can see how each step really builds on the one before it.
But wait, we can't just talk about the career path of today. We've got to look at what's coming next. Let's jump into our final section, Quality in Industry 4.0. This is the really exciting stuff, the horizon where your career meets some seriously cool technology.
And I want to be super clear about this. This isn't science fiction we're talking about. The future of quality is already showing up. The fourth industrial revolution, Industry 4.0, is completely changing the game. The skills that were good enough yesterday, well, they won't be enough for where we're headed.
So what are these new skills? We're talking about data analytics to predict quality problems before they even start. We're talking about automated inspection systems that are way faster and more accurate than any human eye. We're even seeing AI and machine learning being used to spot tiny defects in real time on a production line. And things like blockchain for traceability. It's just a whole new world opening up.
So, as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one thought. A career in quality is really a journey of continuous improvement. That's a core principle of the job, always making things better. But that doesn't just apply to the products. It applies to you too.
So, we've laid out the map, we've shown you the tools, and we've even taken a peek over the horizon at the future. Now the only real question left is for you. Which new skill are you going to go out and master first? Thanks so much for joining me.